I am the Jade Rabbit of Guanghan Palace. That night I saw Chang'e being beaten to death by a monkey. Only a piece of paper with prohibitions was left. Please smash my body and eat it. 2. Please kill Hoi on the Mid-Autumn Festival. Even though he is no longer alive. I have lived in Guanghan Palace since I can remember. Everyone says this is the most beautiful place. When Chang'e heard this, she just lowered her head and sighed. Because every midnight, many gods and fairies will set foot here. There will be panting sounds coming from the room. Occasionally, there will be miserable screams. Wait until the next day. Chang'e will come out with wounds all over her body. I am so angry. After cleaning the wound, I went to complain to the couple. They are just some heavenly soldiers. They are not as high as our position. Can't he resist? At worst, I will stop being a god. That night, Chang'e seemed to be moved by what I said. When the 4 of them were happy, he ran out of the palace. Then he was killed by a monkey that fell from the sky. When I rushed over, he was lying dead under the osmanthus tree. The monkey looked at me with its green hair and red eyes. It's boring to stop moving. The master left. It's time for us to get going. I didn't dare to cry until they left. But when we were carrying the body, I found that Chang'e was holding a piece of paper in her hand. It was full of words written in blood. 1. Please smash my body and eat it. 2. Please kill Hoi on the Mid-Autumn Festival, even if he is no longer alive. 3. Please don't be the eyes of any gods after dark. For gods are always supreme. If you doubt this, please don't be discovered by monkeys. 5. If you want to return to your original appearance, please eat the fruits on the osmanthus tree. 6. The time in heaven and on earth is wrong. 7. Rabbits are safe when they walk upright. Humans walking on 4 legs are dangerous. Don't believe anything they say. 8. The osmanthus tree is the lifeblood of Once it is cut off, Guanghan Palace will disappear. 9. If you find cracks on the osmanthus tree, please water him with rabbit blood. 10. After completing the 2nd item, you will be free. After reading this, we have been sweating all over. Wu Gang, who was chopping trees, agreed with the 4th point. Not yet a god. It is right to listen to Chang'e. That night, King and I stayed under the osmanthus tree all night. Only then did we make Chang'e eat it all in one go. But the next day, something even weirder happened. King and I turned into Chang'e. What's going on? I looked at my legs growing, standing up uncomfortably. On the other side, King danced excitedly in front of the bronze mirror. I turned into Chang'e. I turned into a deity and no longer need to practice. The old turtle from the heaven came over. He was also shocked to see us like this. What kind of magic is this fairy Chang'e playing? Get ready. All the gods will come here to have a small gathering in the evening. You have to accompany them. I was shocked. After he left, I quickly grabbed King. What should we do? Let's go make a wish under the osmanthus tree. Who knew he would push me away and look at the mirror narcissistically to change back? According to our cultivation, it will take hundreds of years to become a god. Opportunity. I took a deep breath. Chang'e screams every night. Do you have to be thin too? King smiled. Counting on my fingers, 1, 3, 5, you do too. Isn't it wonderful? What if I need a handsome god again? And we'll share the treasure. I can also escape from Guanghan Palace. I quickly ran to the osmanthus tree to make a wish. I don't care whether I can become a god or not. What's so good about being a god? I just want to help Chang'e fulfill her wish. I will wait until tomorrow morning to go down the mountain and kill Hoi. I will be free again in the future. Thinking in my heart, I closed my eyes and made a wish. Suddenly, I felt something brushing against my face. It was the branches of the osmanthus tree. No, those branches gradually became thinner and longer. Black and shiny. The osmanthus flowers on it also became Chang'e's hair. I suddenly remembered the prohibition. When you find that the branches have turned into hair, please eat the fruit immediately. But where does the sweet-scented osmanthus tree get its fruit? The black branches were full of hairpins. I ripped one off and put it in my mouth. Jade Rabbit, why are you here? Wu Gang, the one who cuts trees. I was about to speak. Suddenly, I noticed below was a furry rabbit head. Hair and whiskers grew on my face. I turned back into a rabbit. I have to tell King this good news. I ran back holding my skirt, but I saw a group of shadows of different shapes surrounding him. What do you want to do to Ching or Chang'e? Ching was stunned for a moment when she saw me. Her face quickly turned cold. Pull me aside. What nonsense are you talking about? These are the distinguished guests who have returned to introduce them one by one. There is the Prince of the East Sea. There is also the Fighting Buddha and Marshal Tianping. Xingnu said this, turning her back and lowering her voice. Marshal Tianping liked Chang'e before, but he didn't know how to behave. He just refused to obey. He turned the tables. Maybe I can go back to my former lover if I come back this time. I can live a good life with Chang'e's body. I looked at his expectant gaze. I was shocked for a moment. I saw a fat and big-eared wild boar standing there. The fangs were stained with blood and stomach was about to explode. It seemed that something was still moving inside. There was also a monkey with a green face and fangs standing next to it. It actually had 6 ears. Isn't this the monkey that killed Chang'e that day? Looking further back, it's a man standing in the dark. Seems to be wearing a long robe. Can't see his face clearly. Only a pair of eyes. I suddenly remembered the ban. Quickly lowered my head. Please don't just be the eyes of any gods after dark. I sensed danger, quickly grabbed Chang'e. Don't go over. I saw that they were not human. They were all monsters. What nonsense are you talking about? Scolded me coldly, saying how could there be monsters in the sky? I know you want me to stay with you, but you can't use such childish means. I grabbed his sleeve. I wanted to say something, but he pushed me to the ground. If I think highly of you, I'll treat you as my sister. If you are blocking my bright future, I will end my relationship with you. What else do I have to say? Suddenly, I saw a shadow moving over. It turned out to be the 6-eared monkey. He raised the stick and pressed it against my back. It seemed like he was waiting for me to say the next words. He beat me to death with a stick. I was so scared that my legs went weak. I could only watch him leave with the arms of several people. The screams in Gwanghwan Palace in the evening did not stop. I stood guard at the door. I didn't dare to go in until those people left. Chang'e lay dying on the ground. Although I couldn't bear it, I felt that he deserved it. It was just some gold and silver treasures. But he made himself like this. Is it really worth it? Chang'e was panting, but her face was frighteningly pale. Of course it was worth it, because I overheard a secret that could save me from death.